Hello everyone and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. During their strained relationship, Gabe Brown issued a severe ultimatum to his father Kody Brown. Gabe talked to Mom Janelle Brown on the Sunday, October 13th episode of Sister Wives about a rare interaction he had with Kody after the family patriarch hit him up. He said, "Hey, I miss you." And then he kept phrasing it like I owed him an apology, so it was kind of weird. Gabe 23 said, "At one point I simply said, hey, we're not going to talk anymore unless you're really ready to have a relationship and fix things." A few days later he texted me when he returned. "Hey, I've been thinking about what you've been saying," he says. "Pardon you." I was like, "Please pardon me, but for what? What is happening here?" When Gabe and Kody disagreed about which health precautions they should take during the COVID-19 epidemic, their relationship grew especially tense. Kody refused to visit Gabe and his brother Garrison Brown because they were not following his stringent standards. Kody, 55, was accused by several family members, including Christine Brown and Janelle, 55, of favoring ROBYN Brown and her children during this period. However, he has maintained that he was merely spending more time with them because they shared his values. "I told Dad that I would never see him again if he doesn't change and he can't accept responsibility," Gabe remarked. When Janelle asked what it would take to bring the family back on track, Gabe said, "I think it would take Dad really setting things straight, and I think that would take an act of God. And I'm perfectly okay with that." Although Gabe stated he didn't blame ROBYN, 46, for having a victim complex, he did accuse her of having one. "There's no chance of me ever having a relationship with ROBYN again if she truly thinks that we were mistreating her or her kids in any way when she was constantly getting favorited by Dad and we were always working on our relationship with her kids," Gabe acknowledged. "I'm not sure. It's difficult for me to justify some of ROBYN's behavior because I simply don't respect her." When Garrison committed suicide in March, Kody was still at odds with Gabe and Garrison, even though this episode was shot almost 2 years ago. When he passed away, he was only 25 years old. In September, Kody told People, "The only regret I have is just take advantage of time. I'd like to have supper out one more. I'd like to take a seat. I would want a beer." He was like that, so I want Garrison to try to make me laugh. In the Sunday, October 13th episode of Sister Wives, Gabe Brown disclosed that he requested accountability from his father. "The only regret is just, gosh, I would just do that more often." Since the epidemic, his relationship with Kody Brown has been turbulent, but Gabe has always made an effort. Additionally, Gabe is one of the few children who hasn't sugar-coated anything and has told his father the truth. That may have ruined any hopes of reconciliation, and has been difficult on his father. To learn more about what transpired between the two of them, continue reading. Kody was held accountable by Gabe Brown. Gabe Brown was close to Kody Brown as a child. Although there was a long montage of them as best friends, Kody has stated that his children will be on their own once they turn 18. That isn't entirely accurate though, because he continues to spoil ROBYN Brown's 3 oldest children. During the pandemic, everything truly went apart, and Kody was very particular about who he spent time with. He referred to the children of Janelle Brown and Christine Brown Woolley as disobedient, and believed that their homes were hazardous. But Kody stayed with ROBYN Brown because she and her children were incredibly loyal to him. A lot of the Brown kids thought the epidemic was merely a pretext for Kody to spend all of his time with ROBYN, and he took advantage of it. During a crucial episode that devastated many hearts, Gabe's father severely harmed him. Knowing that Gabe had experienced COVID, Kody called him. They hung up after Gabe gave him some advice, but Kody failed to remember that it was also his son's birthday. Gabe was devastated when he called him back later to wish him a happy birthday, and things have never been the same since. Gabe Brown talked about how he and his father could patch things up while he was with his mother. People claim that Kody was solely to blame. "I warned Dad that I would never see him again if he didn't change and couldn't accept responsibility, and that's totally fine with me." This followed an awkward attempt at conversation between Kody and Gabe. Kody persisted in urging his son to express regret to him, not taking place. Kody Brown revealed that he had attempted to contact Gabe, but the chats were quite simple. According to Gabe Brown, they began as follows. It was odd because he said, "Hey, I miss you," and then he continued to phrase it as I should apologize to him. Gabe decided to take matters into his own hands because he knew that would not happen. He explained to his father how they may develop a genuine and significant relationship. After a few days he returned and texted me stating, "Hey, unless you're actually ready to have a relationship and fix things, then we're not going to talk anymore." "Hey, I've been thinking about what you've been saying," he says. I said, "I forgive you, please forgive me." I said, "What have you forgiven me for? What is happening here?" At that moment, Gabe made the decision that he was okay with his father no longer being involved in his life. Would he be willing to make amends with his father, and might things return to normal? Gabe believed that it was an act of God, and that Kody was solely responsible for making things right. Do you think Gabe is truly content to never communicate with his father again? Furthermore, are you pleased that he exposed Kody's lack of responsibility? Please watch Sister Wives Sundays on TLC and share your opinions with us. ROBYN Brown, star of Sister Wives, has lost all respect for her polygamous husband, Kody Brown, and there is no possibility that he could ever regain it. ROBYN, 45, is the fourth and last wife of Kody, 55. He had been married to 3 other women for 16 years and had 12 children by the time he married her in 2010. In Utah at the time, the entire family shared a single residence with distinct wings for each wife and her kids. Kody would spend each night with a different woman and kids as he moved from wing to wing. The series ended up being a chronicle of their collapse, despite its intended portrayal of a functioning polygamist household. The Browns were a very different family by the time Sister Wives Season 19 debuted in September 2024. They were no longer even a polygamous family. Kody was in an unintentional monogamous relationship with ROBYN, his 4th wife, after 3 of his 4 wives left the family. Although there was constant conjecture that ROBYN secretly desired Kody exclusively, she had become resentful of Kody for not keeping his previous marriages intact. There was never enough of the polygamous patriarch to go around, which resulted in a great deal of anger. Kody had 4 women and 18 children overall. When the COVID-19 pandemic occurred, the Brown family was already having difficulties and was irreparably split. In 2021, Christine Brown, Kody's 3rd wife, became the first to leave. After 27 years of marriage, they had 6 kids together. After 29 years of marriage and 6 kids, Kody's 2nd wife, Janelle Brown, divorced him in 2022. After 32 years of marriage and 1 kid, Kody's 1st wife, Mary Brown, divorced him later in 2022. ROBYN Brown, Kody's 4th wife, is delusional about the future of the family and finds herself in a monogamous relationship with him. She is angry with Kody for not doing enough to keep his marriages intact. In all honesty, Kody is fed up with balancing the demands of numerous people and has no desire to attempt to make it work. ROBYN lost a great deal of respect for her husband because he didn't fight to safeguard his family. In Season 19 of Sister Wives, she continuously pleads with him to act. Whether Kody will attempt to reconcile with any of his former spouses is still up in the air. ROBYN is even more irritated by the fact that he is not on good terms with a number of his older children. ROBYN's children from her first marriage were adopted by Kody in 2014, and he gave them his last name. ROBYN's children never felt fully welcomed by Kody's other children, despite efforts to assist Aurora, Brianna, and their elder brother Dayton Brown blend in. Since the Browns all grew up together, it was unrealistic to expect ROBYN's kids to feel the same way. It was hard for ROBYN's children to have the same ties to the other Browns because they never lived with them. Aurora and Brianna sit down for an interview in an early Sister Wives Season 19 episode, where they talk about the terrible barrier between them and their step-siblings. Brianna made the startling claim that she was told repeatedly by different members of the Brown family that they did not consider her a true sibling. Aurora expressed her desire that the parents had done more to bring the kids closer. ROBYN isn't even close to being ready to let go of her polygamous background, even if Kody seems to be. She has a naive belief that he can reconcile with some of his former partners. Janelle and Christine are still unmarried, but Christine has moved on and remarried, getting married to David Woolley in 2022. ROBYN believes that Kody can resolve his issues with Mary and Janelle. In her latter years, ROBYN envisions herself sitting on a porch with her sister spouses. Additionally, ROBYN wants Kody to patch things up with a few of his grown children, with whom he doesn't talk much. Garrison Brown, 25, Kody's son with Janelle, passed away suddenly in March 2024. At the time, he and his father did not communicate well. It was thought that Kody would have learned a valuable lesson from this and been motivated to connect with his kids. Unfortunately, he refused to get in touch with his adult children and no lessons were learned. ROBYN states in Sister Wives Season 19 that Kody is stuck with a number of his children and wishes he would work things out. The breakup of the Brown family breaks ROBYN's heart. She married Kody primarily because she fell in love with his big, close-knit family, as she has stated time and time again. She desired for herself and her kids to share the same strong familial ties. ROBYN lost a lot of respect for her husband because she expected Kody to be a completely different guy than he ended up being, and because the Sister Wives patriarch was unable to keep his family together. Kody might never be able to regain ROBYN's favor because respect is difficult to get and quick to lose. Kody might lose ROBYN as well if he is unable to reconcile with any of his previous spouses or adult children. Janelle Brown, star of Sister Wives, has been having trouble selling Garrison's house in Flagstaff. A few months after his death, she put it up for sale. The home of her late son must have many memories for the TLC star. Additionally, Janelle has left Flagstaff. In an effort to get over the tragedy, she is traveling and spending more time in North Carolina. After the tragic loss, the reality TV star has had a difficult time getting back to her regular routine. For the benefit of her surviving children, Janelle has been putting on a strong front. She has finally worked up the guts to sell the land where her late son lived. Why did she cut the price so much? Is the house where Garrison committed suicide up for sale? To find out about the house's updated price, continue reading. Janelle, one of the Sister Wives, honors the late Garrison 6 months after his death. The death of their former family member Garrison Brown has been felt by Janelle Brown and the Sister Wives cast as a whole. For any father, losing a kid is undoubtedly the most traumatic event. Since the catastrophe, Kody has not been expressing his feelings to his fans. Janelle, however, seizes every opportunity to honor her departed son. On her social media accounts, she frequently shares his favorite things. 6 months after her son's death, Janelle just paid another homage to him on Instagram. She shared a number of clean photos of him before opening up about her feelings. "You went away 6 months ago today," she said. The TLC performer said she was reminded of Garrison every day by her photo memories. When her adventure was over, Janelle hoped to see her kid again. Sister Wives. Janelle reduces Garrison's home's price. Janelle Brown, star of Sister Wives, spends much of her time in North Carolina. Since Garrison's passing, she has kept herself occupied with her family and career. 6 months after her late son committed suicide, the TLC has made the decision to sell out her Flagstaff house. Janelle first offered Garrison's property for $425,000 on a website. The house has air conditioning, new paint and vinyl floors, she said. The Flagstaff property also featured a kitchen, pantry, laundry/washer and dryer on the main level, and a living area with a gas fireplace, according to the TLC star. Garrison's house contained 4 bedrooms, a tiny fenced-in courtyard, and enough for an office/den and a 3/4 bathroom. After her son passed away, Janelle inherited his property in accordance with Arizona law. She recently cut the costs by $25,100, as fans noticed. The house is listed by her for $399,900. Additionally, the home was purchased in 2021 for $329,000 by the late son of the TLC star. Viewers were therefore unable to comprehend why she was offering the home for sale at such low prices. People may not have been prepared to purchase a house where someone committed suicide. They may have been afraid to do so as well. Additionally, it's possible that Janelle didn't want to profit from her late son's assets. After cutting costs, do you believe Janelle could sell her son's house? The price has been cut by $25,100, suggesting that Sister Wives star Janelle Brown is having some difficulty selling her late son Garrison's house in Flagstaff, Arizona. The U.S. Sun can exclusively disclose that a $25,100 price reduction was made to the house, which is currently offered for $399,900, based on property records. On September 13, the house was first put up for sale for $425,000. For $329,000, Garrison bought the 1,441 square foot house in December 2021. The house features air conditioning, vinyl floors, and new paint. According to the real estate website, the main level includes a living room with a gas fireplace, kitchen, pantry, laundry/washer dryer, and an office/den with a 3/4 bath. There are 4 bedrooms with lofty ceilings upstairs. Upstairs is a complete bathroom as well. The house features a tiny fenced backyard in addition to a small fenced-in courtyard. Episodes of TLC's Sister Wives have included the residence. If a deceased person has no spouse or children, their property is transferred to their parents in accordance with Arizona's intestate succession law. At the age of 25, Garrison, whose first name was Robert, died on March 4, 2024. Following a gunshot wound in his home's bedroom, he committed suicide. On the morning of March 5, Garrison's brother Gabe discovered his body. The U.S. Sun was able to get the police record, in which Gabe informed the authorities that his older brother had been struggling with mental health concerns and alcohol abuse. On the night before his suicide, Janelle told the police that Garrison stopped texting and sent troubling messages. A group of folks that the Brown family collaborates with on their TLC show had received a text message from Garrison. It said, "I want to hate you for sharing the good times. But I can't. I miss these days." Authorities were informed by Janelle that she should have gotten Garrison help in the past. In addition, she mentioned that he was estranged from his father. For years, Garrison and Kody, a father of 18, had a turbulent relationship. According to Sister Wives, Garrison's refusal to abide by his father's stringent COVID restrictions caused a rift with Kody. The fact that Kody lived with his 4th wife, ROBYN, and their 5 kids full-time exacerbated the conflict because he seldom ever saw his 3 wives, Mary, Christine, and Janelle, or his kids. Janelle and I are deeply saddened to announce the loss of our beautiful boy Robert Garrison Brown, Kody posted on his Instagram at the time. Despite their distance from one another, he brought joy to everyone he came into contact with. We shall be left speechless by the void our loss will create in our lives. Janelle recently commemorated the 6-month anniversary of Garrison's death with an Instagram post. "You passed away 6 months ago today, yet you still appear in my photo memories nearly every day. Sometimes it doesn't seem like you're gone, but then I realize I won't be receiving any calls or texts from you, and everything suddenly comes flooding back." Janelle wrote, "I love you so much and will see you again when my journey is done. I know you fought hard, but in the end you just couldn't stay." On March 9th, there was a private funeral. Then on March 24th, the Sister Wives family honored Garrison, who had served as a staff sergeant in the Army National Guard, at the Clark County Armory in Las Vegas, Nevada. Janelle and Kody share Logan, Maddie, Hunter, Gabe, and Savannah in addition to Garrison. TLC is presently airing Sister Wives' 19th season on Sundays.